girls, it's Mrs. Smiley. I hope you're having a great day today. I'm sitting here in front of my pretty sparkly lights, and I wanted to read you a sparkly book, Pinkalicious. This is a really fun story to read. Even if you don't like the color pink, you'll enjoy the story. It's written by Victoria Kahn and Elizabeth Kahn, and I hope you like it. There's Pinkalicious. Make a prediction. What do you think the story could be about? I bet you have some pretty good ideas. Okay, now remember again, we've been reading this week and we're trying to think about what's the beginning, what's the middle, and what's the end of our story. So as I'm reading the beginning, think in your mind, oh, that's the beginning chunk Mrs. Smiley told us about. And in the middle, all kinds of different activities and things are going to happen. That's your middle. And at the very end of the story, think, oh, that's that end chunk I'm supposed to listen for. So see if you can find those three parts of our story: the beginning, the middle, and the end. Okay, there's our title page, Pinkalicious. She's dressed all in pink with her crown and a wand. Put your listening ears on. I got my glasses. Here we go. It was a rainy day, too wet to go outside. Mommy said, let's make cupcakes. What color do you want? Pink, I said. Pink, pink, pink. Maybe that's her favorite color. Mommy put in some pink. More, I cried. More, more, more. I gobbled up a couple cupcakes while Mommy and I frosted them. They were so yummy. They were Pinkalicious. I offered one to Peter, my little brother, but he is very picky and didn't want to eat his, so I ate it. So let's think how many she had. She gobbled up a couple of cupcakes. So a couple is usually 2, and then she ate Peter's. So how many cupcakes has she eaten so far? 3. Please, Mommy, can I have just one more? I begged when I woke up from my nap. You get what you get, and you don't get upset, she said. But I got upset. Oh my goodness, what zone do you think she is on? She's sticking her tongue out at her mommy. She's definitely not in the green zone, is she? After dinner, I ate more cupcakes. Then I refused to go to bed. Just one more pink cupcake and I'll go to sleep, I promised. Daddy waved a tired finger at me. You have had enough. Goodness, she's jumping all over the place. She's hanging from the chandelier. She's pretty wound up. I think she had too much sugar. The very next morning when I woke up, I was pink. My face was pink. My hands were pink. And my belly was the color of a sunset. Daddy thought I had played with the markers, so he gave me a bath. The pink did not come off. So look at all the soap and bubbles in there, and none of it came off. My hair was the color of raspberry sorbet. I cried because I was so beautiful. I even had pink tears. I put on my pink fairy dress and I twirled in front of the mirror while Mommy speed dialed the pediatrician. Now, the pediatrician is a kid's doctor. I'm Pinkerbell. Look at me. I'm Pinkerbell, I sang. Mommy grabbed her purse. Just one more cupcake, please. Just one more, I yelled on the way out the door. Mommy took me right to the doctor's office. I think she needs to go to the doctor's office too. Dr. Wink looked at me and said, you have a very rare and acute case of pinkatitis. I guess that's not the worst thing that could happen. Just call me Pinkarella. Then Dr. Wink said, for the next week, no more pink cupcakes, pink bubblegum, or pink cotton candy. Boo. To return to normal, you must eat a steady diet of green food. Yuck. There she is. She can't have any of that yummy pink food. Sorry. On my way home, we stopped at the playground. My friend Allison was there, but she did not see me because I blended in with the pink peonies. When I waved to Allison, a bumblebee landed on my nose. Buzz off. I'm not a flower, I scolded the bee. She does kind of blend in with the flowers, didn't she? Soon I was surrounded by bees and butterflies and birds. Mommy, I cried, take me home. I think they must think she's a big flower. When we left the playground, I asked, Mommy, if I could eat another pink cupcake when we got home. What do you think she's going to say? Yes or no? Probably no, right? Don't you remember what the doctor told you? She said, no more cupcakes. Peter tugged at my pink tails. I wish I were pink like you, he said. He was green with envy. Wants to be pink like his sister. That night, I pretended to eat my dinner of mushy green, dark green vegetables. After everyone went to sleep, I sneaked into the kitchen, climbed onto a chair, and reached on my tippy toes to the top of the refrigerator where Mommy had hidden these cupcakes. Look at what she did. So she's got the chair, the table, a book, the TV, another book, a chair. That does not look safe, does it? And then she's getting a cupcake. Good choice, bad choice. What do you think? I took just one more pink cupcake and ate it. Then I licked the pink cupcake wrapper clean. Isn't that a funny sentence? Look how they made the funny sentence go long. Oh no, boys and girls. Make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen to Pinkalicious? He told her not to eat any more pink cupcakes. What do you think is going to happen? Wait till you see this. When I woke up in the morning, I felt different. I ran to the mirror and I peered at my reflection. I was a deeper pink than I had ever seen. In fact, I was no longer pink. I was red. Oh no, not red, I screamed. I didn't want to be red. I should not have eaten that pink cupcake last night. I wanted to be myself again. I knew what I had to do. Okay, what does she have to do? She said, I know what I have to do. Think, what is it she's going to have to do to fix this mess? Let's see who was right. I opened the fridge, I held my nose, and I squeezed a bottle of icky green relish onto my tongue. I ate pickles and spinach and olives and okra. I choked down artichokes. I gaggled on grapes. I burped up Brussels sprouts. The next thing I knew, my arms tickled, my ears tingled, and my feet twitched. Maybe it's working. We'll see. She's doing just what the doctor told her to. I was no longer red. I was no longer pink. I was me, and I was beautiful. So what happened to the rest of the cupcakes, Pinkalicious? Daddy asked. Just then Peter ran in. Oh, there she is. She looks great. Peter ran in and yelled, "Peekaboo!" What color did Peter turn? Pink. And that's the end of the story. That was such a fun story to read. So in the beginning of the story, think about what happened at the very start, the very beginning of the story. You have Pinkalicious, and Mommy is making cupcakes. And she says, add more, add more. She wants more pink coloring in the cupcakes, and she eats a whole bunch of them. Okay. Then she wakes up the next morning, and what color is she? Pink, bright pink. Now think of the middle, all the different things that happened in the middle of the story. Remember when she went to the park and all the birds and bumblebees and bugs tried to get to her, and her friend didn't even see her because she was so pink. She thought she blended in with the flowers. And remember, she had to go to the doctor, and the Dr. Wink said you have to eat all green vegetables to get rid of this pink color. All those different things that happened in the story, and there's even more you can go back and look at. And then at the end of, remember this part, oh my goodness gracious, she didn't listen, did she? She had to have that one more pink cupcake, and then she turned red. And then think of what happened at the end of the story. Yes, she finally listened. She finally ate her green vegetables and her green food, and she turned into herself again. What a nice way to bring the story to an end. And then we had a little surprise at the end because Peter snuck in there and ate that last pink cupcake, and whoopsie, and he turned pink. Okay, so we have the 3 parts of the story. This is such a fun story, Pinkalicious. I hope you loved it as much as I loved reading it. Draw me a really great picture, and I think you're going to need your pink crayon or marker for this one. And write some sentences to go with it, okay, boys and girls? Have a great day, and thanks for being such great listeners.